live stream. My name is Alicia, and in this week's live episode, we are going to talk about how to express your wishes and desires. I thought this would be a really good topic to talk about here at the end of the year. And so, of course, you can ask for all of your holiday gifts in perfect English, I hope, this year. So as you join, please make sure to hit the like button and share this video so that other people can find today's lesson. That would be super, super cool. While we wait for people to join us live, a couple of quick announcements. The first announcement is, as always, about this banner at the bottom of the screen. If you want to check your level, lots of people, many people write about how to understand your English level, how to understand what lessons you should study or what courses you should take. The team put together a level check. So if you click the banner below the video, if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video, if you're watching on Facebook, you will find this page right here. So if you have an account at EnglishClass101.com, you can take this. So you can create an account. It's free there too. But on this page, if you scroll down, if you go down on this page, you will see some more information, how to start this level check. And this is the result you will get. So try this level check. It's totally free. The team put it together so you can understand maybe what kinds of courses or what kinds of classes you might want to take. So check this out if you want to check your level. The link is below the video or above the video. Facebook, okay? That is announcement number one. Announcement number two is, as always, if you have questions for me, please send them. If you have questions for me, please send them to me. This is a screenshot, an old screenshot from the Ask Alicia series. If you want to send me a question that you think of, like during your study session or after the live stream or whatever, you can send it to me at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alicia. There's a link for this in the YouTube description. If you are on Facebook, you can find the link on YouTube as well. So if you have a question, please make sure to send it to me. I will definitely read your question and then maybe answer it for this series. This comes out every week, the question and answer series. Okay? So if you want to do that, please send that to me. And if you want to find me on social media, this is my social media, Instagram and Twitter accounts. These are in the link or in the YouTube description too. Okay, so I think everything is rolling. Everything looks pretty good. So I would say hi. I think everyone is here in the chat now. Miguel, hola, and Tui Gun, hello. Alain, hello. Masum, hello. Tui, please give me advice, as Tui Gun. That is the whole purpose of the live stream. We are doing weekly live lessons here. Facebook is also here. Excellent. Hello, Sochit and Ismail and Badir and Cesar Mitra as well. Awesome. Okay, everything is good. So let's get to today's lesson topic. Also, if you haven't, please make sure to hit the like button and share this video. I'm going to do it now. Okay, perfect. Shared. Okay, so let's go to today's lesson boards now. This is our lesson flow for today. So we are going to talk about expressing wishes and desires in kind of two main groups. One, how to talk about objects, the things we want, right? Items. And second, how to talk about actions we want other people to do. Lastly, just very quickly, some other expressions, like some super quick but good questions to know, and just a kind of happy expression to end today. Okay? So let's get started. So I want to start today by talking about objects. So how do you express, when I say objects here, I mean, how do you express you want a thing, right? How do you express that? So in today's lesson, we are going to practice articles. Articles are a, an, and the. And in part two, we'll practice preposition a little bit also. Okay, so let's start with these two patterns. So first, the first most basic pattern for today is I want a, or I want an, plus a singular noun. So a singular noun means one of something, right? Like a marker, so one marker. So not two markers, but one. You want one of something, you can use this pattern. The or an choice depends on the sound of the singular noun. If it's a vowel sound, use an. If it's not, use a. For example, I want a dog. I want a dog. Or, I want an orange juice. I want an orange juice. So we can use this pattern, I want, for the holidays, for gifts, of course. Also, just at a restaurant as well, or in daily life. What do you want? I want this. Super basic pattern. Native speakers use this. It's very, very basic too. It's simple, efficient. I want a something. So you can send your example sentences in the chat. I will try to answer live. Okay, so here is our basic pattern for a singular noun. Then, sometimes you will hear this pattern. I want the noun phrase. I want the noun phrase. So this article, the. Remember, we use the for a specific noun, right? We use it for something we know about in the conversation or something we know about in the world. For example, this sentence, I want the new iPhone. I want the new iPhone, okay? So this one means I want like this year's new iPhone. So the iPhone is a very, very popular product, right? Most people know the iPhone. You might think, okay, so what's the difference between I want a new iPhone and I want the new iPhone? They're both correct, but the difference is that the new iPhone means this year's model, the latest model. I want a new iPhone doesn't mean this year's model. It means just a newer phone than I have now, okay? So they're both correct. I want the new iPhone means this year's, okay? All right, some examples are coming in. Ahmed says, I want peace of mind. Good. Lucas says, I want Bitcoin to reach $100,000. Okay. Others, Faithlin says, I want to travel next week. Good. Okay. Fatma says, I want an apple. Oh, I want a or an. I want an apple. Yeah. Okay. So lots of people are writing they want apples. Okay. Nayeli says, I want $1 million. I want $1 million. $1 million. Okay? All right, let's continue. So the other one here, I want the new Tesla model. I want the new Tesla model. So Tesla is a car, a type of car. You can express like the new model of something, like the new iPhone model or the new Tesla model, for example. Yeah? You can express that with this the pattern. I want the new model. Okay? All right. Let's go to the next one. So, for a plural noun, so more than one of something or a group of things, how do we express this? I want some plural noun phrase. I want some plural noun phrase. So you can use this for like mass nouns as well. So like money, for example. Like I want some money, of course, as someone wrote to you, okay? So you can use this for plural nouns and for those mass nouns too. For example, I want some new clothes. I want some new clothes. Or I want some makeup. I want some makeup. So you can use this pattern, I want some. You may hear people drop this too, like I want new clothes or I want makeup also. But you will also hear this some pattern used. I want something. Okay? Fatma says, I want a and. Oh, make sure, when I say this slash means please choose one. Please choose one. So either a or an, but not both. Or, yeah? So I want a new house or I want an something. So this doesn't mean both, yeah? So choose one, depending on your noun sound. Okay? Next. Okay. All right. Some people are writing about food and stuff. Good. Okay. Let's continue to the next pattern then, and then I'll try to check more of your questions or more of your examples. The next one is a different pattern. So not I want, but I wish. I wish. This pattern is I wish I had noun phrase. I wish I had noun phrase. This is a pattern we use when, of course, we want something. There's something we want, but it's not so likely. Like there's a low chance we can get it, or it's really difficult to get right now. These, I want, it sounds like maybe I could buy that thing tomorrow, or maybe I could get that thing in the near future. This pattern is like, it's hard to get right now, or it's difficult for me right now. So you'll notice the grammar is different too. I wish I had noun phrase. For example, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time. Or I wish I had a bigger house. Oh, I erased it, sorry. I wish I had a bigger house. So it's maybe difficult to get a bigger house like tomorrow, or to get a bigger house next month or next week, right? It's difficult to find more time, right away. So we use this pattern for things that are difficult to get. So it's not as simple as just, let's go to the store, let's get more time, let's buy time at the store. It's hard to, we can't do that, right? We use this pattern to express these kinds of concepts, these feelings. So that's a good guideline for this part. If you want something, it's easy to get, you can use one of these patterns, I want. If you're talking about something you want to change, maybe about your life or your living situation, you can use this pattern. Okay? Yeah, some good examples are coming in. Carla says, I wish I had the ability to fly. Very nice. Nice use of this grammar. Great. Jenny says, I wish I had a new job. I would maybe say, I wish I had a different job. I wish I had a different job. Naoki says, I wish I had a smaller face. Oh, okay. I wish I had a visa to go visit. Okay, good. All right, I wish I had $1 billion, Priya. I wish I had $1 billion. Or I wish I were a billionaire. Okay, Karina says, I wish I had more time to study. Good. Vera says, I don't want anything. I'm perfectly happy because I have everything I need to live. Well, congratulations, Vera. All right, good. Let's go to a break. It's time for a break. Oh my gosh, that's right. We finished it. So this is part 1 about objects. So how do we express that we want things, that we need things, okay? So let's take a super quick break and then we'll go to part 2, talking about actions. How do we express the actions we want from other people, okay? So let's go to this banner at the bottom of the screen. If you want to check your level with the level check test our team created, you can find this from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. You will find at the bottom, you will find this page. If you go down on the page, you need an account at EnglishClass101.com to do this. You need just your name and an email address, and you can take this level check test. You will get a result, and you can check the courses that the level check test will recommend for you. So if you want to take a look at this, please check this out. It's free, just for your information. So have a look and see if maybe you can find something that looks good to you to study. Okay, so check this out on YouTube. Check the description box. On Facebook, check the link above the video. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to part 2 now. Part 2 is about actions. How do we ask for the things we want other people to do for us? Okay. So let's go to part 2. And if you haven't, please make sure to like this video and share it so that other people can find today's lesson. Yeah. Okay, good. Lots of people are sending really creative example sentences this week. That's really cool. I wish I had more time to go to the moon. Is that the only problem? You don't have time? That's the only thing keeping you from the moon? That'd be really super cool. Edwin says, I wish I had a Lamborghini. Yeah, that'd be super cool. I would love to drive a Lamborghini someday. Okay, great. Let's go to part 2. Everybody's very creative today. All right. So let's go to part 2 about actions. So how do we request an action from somebody? So let's look, I want to focus on two, well, we'll look at three patterns, but these two, let's start the I want and I wish patterns. First, let's look at this. So I want person to infinitive verb. This is our basic pattern, excuse me, to express this feeling of I want that person to do something, maybe for me or with me. How do we do this? So this pattern here is I want person. So this person word you choose, use the object pronoun. So that means like you or her or him or them. Yeah. So not she, right? Or he. So please be careful. We're going to practice two different pronouns in today's lesson. So let's practice this first pattern here. Okay, so I want you to help me. I want you to help me. So I want you, so the other person, in this case, this person, to help me. So help is my infinitive verb. I want you to help me. I want you to help me. Okay, so this is like a request. It's a different way to make a request. It's not a question. It's a statement. I want you to help me. Okay. Second example, I want her to lead the project. I want her to lead. So lead means be the leader, right? To lead the project. So infinitive verb here is lead. I want her to lead the project. Okay. So again, this part right here, this pronoun, this person, not she. She is incorrect. He is also incorrect here. I want her. I want him to lead the project. Okay? All right. Okay, so you can send your example sentences. I'll try to check them live. So this is the first pattern we can use. I want object pronoun here. Okay? Then let's compare this to this wish pattern. So again, we practiced in part 1, right? The difference between this I want and I wish thing, right? The feeling. When we say I want you to help me, it's like it's possible. Like you can help me right now. So I'm asking, please help me, right? But this one, I wish person would infinitive verb. This is like, this is difficult. I can't control this. So I can't force, maybe, the other person to do this action. So it's difficult to do this, but I want it. This is what I want. So we express that with this pattern. I wish person would infinitive verb. So here we don't use this object pronoun. I said in this pattern we use her and him and them. In this pattern we use he and she and they. So this is a different grammar structure. I wish she would talk to us. I wish she would talk to us. So you'll notice we have this would here. Maybe you've studied would, how we use it for unreal situations, things that are not true, they have not happened, or maybe we don't know if they're going to happen. Here we use this. The speaker is saying, I want this, so I wish she would talk to us, which means she's not talking to us now. This is a problem for me. I wish she would, but it's difficult. I cannot force this person. I cannot make this person talk to us. So we use this grammar structure to express that. Okay. Muchsin Ayana, it is I wish her wrong. That's correct. Yeah. Her is incorrect. So this person word and this person word, the pronouns we use are different in these patterns. So I wish her is incorrect, or I wish him is incorrect. I wish I wish he would talk to us. It's a different grammar structure. So I wish she would talk to us, or I wish he would apologize. I wish he would apologize. But yeah, we can't make a change easily to the situation, so we tend to use this wish pattern. Isaac says, what's the difference between hope and wish? a wish, as I'm talking about here, is something that it's hard to achieve, as we've talked about in part 1. It's like I want this thing, but it's hard to achieve, and maybe there's a low chance of this happening in this case. Hope is kind of more positive. It's a more positive idea about the future. Like and we use a different grammar structure. Like, I hope she talks to us. Sounds like there's a chance she's going to talk to us. I hope she talks to us, or I hope he apologizes. That sounds more positive. Like, we think there's a chance it's possible. That's a quick answer. Uh-oh, I can't see. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next pattern here. So the next one that I want to go to is a question pattern, a request pattern. Okay. So let's go to can and could. So I get a lot of questions about this can and could difference. People say like, oh, what's the difference? Should I use can? Should I use could? Are they incorrect? And the answer is you can use both can and could to make requests. Both of them are fine to use. Could sounds a little bit more formal, really. But we use both of them in everyday speech very, very often. So it's up to you, the feeling. Okay? So you can use this question pattern to make a direct request, right? These are statements, yeah? But if you want to make a direct request, you can use this can or could pattern, okay? So for example, can you close the door, please? Can you close the door, please? So this is a direct request as a question. So you could say this, close the door, please. So it's a command, right? Close the door, please. But this becomes more polite. Can you close the door, please? Or I want you to close the door. Also, you could say that. I want you to close the door. The sentence, I wish you would close the door, sounds like it's impossible. And you might hear someone use that to sound really, really frustrated. Like, I wish you would stop doing that. We use this sometimes to sound very frustrated. Like, it's hard for you to do that thing. But I'm getting off track. So, can you close the door is a good, just direct request to use. Okay, another one. Could you help me move the sofa? Could you help me move the sofa? So again, we have this nice polite could you? Could you? Yeah. And in speech, keep in mind these can you and could you sounds become reduced. So not can you close the door, please? But can you close the door, please? Can you close the door, please? So can you? It reduces quite a lot. Can you close the door, please? And this sound, could you, this becomes could ya? Could ya? Or could you help me move the sofa? Could you help me move the sofa? Helga says, could you pass me a cake? Wow, what situation is that? A cake where you need a cake passed to you. I love it. Okay. Good. I wish he would pay me, says Oscar. Good. I wish he would pay me. Nice example. Okay. Can you help with the minute, please, says Sunny. Maybe can you help for a minute? So that means can you help me for a short period of time? Maybe that's what the sentence is. Okay. Can wish and you go together? Like this one, like I wish you would blah, blah, blah. Yes, absolutely. Like in my example I mentioned quickly earlier, I wish you would stop doing that. Like, I wish you would stop smoking, for example. That's a really good example of how we might use wish. Okay? All right, last one then, super quick one. Can you take a look at my computer? Can you take a look at my computer? This expression, take a look at this thing, we often use it to mean look at this thing that is broken and please fix it for me. So instead of can you fix my computer, it means can you please, it's like a polite, soft way to say, I think this is broken. Will you please look and fix it, maybe? So we often use this take a look at my machine, like take a look at my phone or take a look at my computer, my iPad, I don't know, some kind of machine or device, okay? Or I also hear that request for text, like can you please take a look at this paragraph, or can you please take a look at my essay? We can use take a look at to mean please check and fix this thing, okay? What is the difference between can you close the door please and can you please close the door please? The second one has too many pleases, so we only need one please. Can you close the door please? One please is good. If you say, like, can you please close the door please? You don't need two pleases in your request. It sounds strange. Like, please, can you please close the door please? Like, if you want to sound silly, if you want to make a joke, you can put lots of please in your sentence. One please. Please use one please per sentence. Okay, all right, let's finish part 2 and we'll go on to part 3. How am I doing? Oh my gosh, time goes so quickly. Okay, really quickly, if you missed it earlier, there is a level check on the EnglishClass101.com website. This banner says test your level now. So if you click the link below the video, if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook, you will find a page that looks like this. If you scroll down, I'll show you the top. You will find this page, so you can make a free account. If you have trouble, you can find the 1, 2, 3, 4 steps right here, and then you can take the level check test and see how you do. See which courses and classes might be a good match, okay? So let's go to part 3. Time is going very quickly. So let's go to part 3. If you haven't, please make sure to hit the like button and share this video. That would be super cool. All right, let's finish up today with a couple questions and one very nice expression to use for gift giving. Okay, so other expressions. So today in part 1 and part 2, we practiced statements, right? Expressing the things we want or the actions we want. I want to finish by asking the question, right? So here is the question you can use to ask your friends or your family members these things. So first one, this is an object question. What object do you want? So the question is, what do you want for holiday? What do you want for holiday? For example, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? Or, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday? So at native speed, these questions sound like, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? What do you want? So this part, what do you want, is very reduced. What do you want becomes, what do you want? What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? This is an object question, so you can go back to the patterns we practiced in part 1, like I want a dog, or I want the new iPhone, right, for Christmas. Your preposition is for here, so not to, not to. What do you want for Christmas? We use this one, okay? All right, then if you have an action, if you want to ask a question about a desired action, use this pattern. What do you want to do? This right here is the key difference with this. What do you want to do for holiday? What do you want to do for New Year's? What do you want to do for winter vacation? Or what do you want to do for Christmas? What do you want to do for your birthday? So at native speed, we have this what do you want, again, very short, and then to do, to do. At native speed, this question sounds like, what do you want to do for New Year's? What do you want to do for Christmas? What do you want to do for your birthday this year? What do you want to do? So this is, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So use this to ask about a desired action. So you can answer this with the actions we talked about earlier. Oh, I want you to plan me a party. I want you to host a big event, whatever. So what do you want to do is about a desired action. Do you want to have a party? And so on. Good. Examples are coming in. Alberta says, what do you want to do for this weekend? Good. Natalie says, can I say, what do you want to do in your birthday? No, we don't use the preposition in here. We would say, what do you want to do for your birthday? For your birthday? You might also hear, what do you want to do on your birthday? So on your birthday sounds like on that day exactly. Yeah. For your birthday sounds like around that day. What celebration do you want to do? So you may hear for and on, but we don't use in here. Isaac says, can we change the verb to do for another one? Like, what do you want to eat for Christmas? Oh, yeah. You can change this verb to something more specific. Yeah, so like, what do you want to drink for New Year's? Yeah, or in your example, what do you want to eat for Christmas dinner? Okay. All right, good. So time is out. So let's go to the very last point. I wanted to include this just as a fun thing, a nice thing for giving gifts. When you give someone something, or before, rather, I should say, before you give someone a gift, when you feel really excited, like you think, I got this person such a good gift. I picked the perfect present. When you're excited, you can say, I can't wait until you see what I got you. So I can't wait means I'm so excited. I don't want to wait. I can't wait until the moment you see what I got you. I can't wait until you see what I got you. This means I'm really, really excited to see your reaction to my gift. But we don't say that sentence. We say this. I can't wait until you see what I got you. I can't wait until you see what I got you. At native speed, I can't wait until you see what I got you. Okay? Mary, my model, says, can you say, what could you do for winter season? I would say no. I mean, if you're brainstorming, you're thinking of suggestions, you might say, what could we do for our winter vacation this year? Or what should we do for winter vacation this year? You might use a sentence like that if you are talking about suggestions. For more about that, check last week's live stream. I talked about could and should, I think last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so check that out for more of those patterns. Okay, cool. So this is the last point for today's lesson. That was fun. So I will show you today's lesson boards. You can take a screenshot if you would like to. So get ready, and here it is. All right, so today we talked about how to express objects you want, how to express actions you want, and some questions and another nice expression to use for asking about other people's desires and wishes, and also how to express suspense about a gift. Okay, so I have to finish today's lesson there, but of course, I'll be back next week. So join me again next week. Next week's lesson information is... where's next? Okay, there it is. Next week's lesson information is here. Next week it will be the date will be December 15th. That is Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you don't know your local time, please Google it, or you can set a notification on Facebook or on YouTube, or if you follow me on Instagram, I always post a topic reminder and a link in my Instagram stories, so you can follow me there too. So many chances for information. Okay, next week we're going to talk about how to review your progress and check yourself. So you've been studying. How do you know, did I make progress? Did I learn anything? What do I do next? This is what we're going to talk about next week. Okay, so we'll finish there for today. So thanks very much for joining me. As always, that was super great. Thanks for your awesome questions. That's awesome. I will say goodbye now, but don't forget, if you want to check your level, check the link below or above the video to do that. You will find that there. Thanks very much for liking and sharing the video. Make sure if you have questions after this live stream, send them to me at Ask Alicia. The link is in the description, and you can also find my social media links there too. Okay, so I will say goodbye for this week. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you again next time. Bye.